Hi, everybody. My screen looks a little bit wonky. Hopefully it's clear for you. We're getting a lot of snow. It's starting to come down now. I'm excited. I hope that we actually get a good chunk of snow. See who's on here with us. Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining today. We're going to be talking about nutrients for the skin. Obviously, our skin is made of the cells of our body. So the health of our cells is ultimately the health of our skin. So what we feed ourselves, our hydration levels, our thoughts, if we exercise, if we go and get fresh air, all of these things add up to the ultimate health of our skin, of our hair, of our nails, how we feel every day, all of that stuff. Oh, there's my soup. I was just having a bit of soup before I hopped on here. So it is really important to feed yourself the right things. I'm going to segue into a small little quick story right here. So my son is in daycare now, and because of that, he brings home lots of great germs, and I seem to be getting them. So the one time about maybe a month and a half ago, the cold immediately turned into a sinus infection, like really bad sinus infection. I could hardly breathe. It was just, everything was blocked. So I was like, hey, you know what? I have to deal with this. This is crazy. It's not getting better. I'm doing my neti pot. I'm doing all the things. I don't want this to sink into my teeth and then have further teeth issues. So I'm going to make an appointment and get antibiotics. I don't even remember the last time I was on antibiotics for anything. Antibiotics mess with your gut biome. I mean, it's been known for decades, but now the medical field is agreeing with that as well, that the health of your biome is integral to your optimal health. And antibiotics do play a part in shifting that gut health, not in a good way. So it's really important to take probiotics and eat your probiotic foods and have as many different strains of probiotics as you can so that you have a healthy skin biome. Hi, Sue. I was just segueing a little quick bit before I get into nutrients and talking about a little health issue that I'm having right now. So I had a crazy sinus infection. I got antibiotics. I was saying that I don't remember the last time I had antibiotics for anything, but now I have perioral dermatitis. I was like, what is this crazy rash around my eye? It's spreading to my other eye, and now it's down here. And my doctor confirmed that it was from the steroid nasal spray and the antibiotics that I was on. So that is how intense they can be. I think because I never take them, my body was like, WTF. It messed with my microbiome. It messed with, our natural fungi and things like that. And my body has created something else, which is perioral dermatitis, which is what I'm dealing with now. So all in all, one thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. So it's very important that we stay healthy and we feed ourselves with the nutrients and things that we need to have. Okay, I've also made a slideshow too for you for the nutrients. Let me just try to make this bigger. There we go. Okay, awesome. So let's just dive right into it. Keeping in mind too, all of the things that you put into your body that maybe aren't the best, your body needs to double up on navigating kind of what you've put into it and giving more of the good stuff to combat the not so good stuff that's inside, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's get into sharing the screen and we'll talk about some essential vitamins and foods. Hopefully you guys can see this. I am just gonna Move this little thing. Okay. So we're going to start off with how do you know you're deficient? So this is an old PowerPoint of mine from a class that I used to teach, but it gives a good overview on the essential vitamins for skin, some things to look for if you're deficient or you think you are, to kind of help you connect the dots, and then the foods to eat to go along with it. So vitamin A. Vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin necessary for great skin and teeth. So because it's fat soluble, it's really important that you're taking it with fatty foods. Fat soluble vitamins are not to be taken on their own on an empty stomach. You want to take them with fish, or if you're making a nice kind of olive oil or coconut oil based dinner, nuts and seeds, things like that. So if you're not getting enough, these are some symptoms that you might notice. Little bumps on the back of your elbows or on the back of your upper arms, dry, rough skin, dry hair, acne. One of the biggest ones is poor night vision, dandruff, and dandruff. That's where it ends. A zinc or vitamin E deficiency can impair vitamin A metabolism as well because they work together. So that's the other important thing to remember, that you don't want to overdose on one vitamin because sometimes it can throw the other ones out of whack. It's not to say that taking a little bit extra is going to do that, especially for a period of time. It's usually fine. For instance, on the back of the vitamin D bottle, I will generally take quite a bit more than what the actual recommendation is on the back. But that's because we live in Canada and we don't nearly get enough vitamin D. But that being said, you want to make sure that your zinc and your vitamin E levels are also great so that the vitamin A, the vitamin E, and zinc can work synergistically together in your body as they should. So some example of vitamin A rich foods are anything really that's yellow, orange, and red. So sweet potatoes, tomatoes, red and yellow peppers, carrots. Spinach actually has a ton of vitamin A. So leafy greens have a lot of vitamin A in them. Oranges, apricots, things like that. Okay, biotin. This one is really, if you're low in biotin and you start taking this, you will notice a big difference in your nails. Your nails just get amazing and crazy awesome. So a biotin deficiency, this biotin is needed for energy metabolism along with amino acid, fat, and glycogen synthesis. So it's in charge of a lot of big kind of heavy hitters here in regards of metabolism and synthesis of things in your body. Biotin is required to make skin, hair, and nails healthy, and it also helps to treat specific skin diseases like different types of dermatitis, acne, eczema, perioral dermatitis. So biotin is definitely essential. I used to take it as a supplement for my nails. I wanted to see how well it worked, and it really does work quite amazingly. So biotin is a B vitamin. B vitamins are water soluble. So it is harder to kind of OD on B vitamins because we're always peeing or sweating these vitamins out. Our body doesn't necessarily store them for a long period of time like it does a fat soluble vitamin. B vitamins also work together synergistically. So it is nice to get a B complex that has all of these things in them, and then also maybe supplement a little bit extra with biotin if you need to. So if you're deficient in this water soluble vitamin, you might notice skin disorders, smooth, pale tongue. So your tongue says a lot about your health, right? In Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic medicine. You could look up these maps in a search engine on the internet, and it's really interesting to see what the grooves, what the color, if your tongue is swollen, if you have teeth, like impression marks on the side of your tongue, all of these things mean something. So if you're into that, look it up. I love that stuff. I love face mapping. I love body mapping, tongue mapping, eye mapping. So a smooth, pale tongue could be a biotin deficiency. Loss of appetite, mild anemia, severe depression, trouble sleeping, pale fingernails, irregular heartbeat, and hair loss. Sometimes it's hard to tell what category you might fall into because a lot of these things overlap other vitamin deficiencies as well, right? So a lot of the things I'm seeing on this list also overlap into iron deficiencies. So it's hard to pinpoint, So don't go crazy and don't get worked up and worried if you feel like you're falling into one of these categories. Do a little bit more research and see what one really does apply to you. So a vitamin E deficiency. Vitamin E is not necessarily something you're going to supplement in. It's better taken from actual food sources. When it comes so vitamin E is a fat soluble vitamin, again, just like vitamin A. Fat soluble vitamins you have to be careful with taking because there is a toxicity level to them because they're stored in your fat cells in your body. So there's like a healthy level, which is generally the recommended level on the back of the bottle that you buy. That's why a lot of times with fat soluble vitamin deficiencies, it's best to start with food sources, get your blood rechecked, see if your skin conditions improve or, your sleep or your depression, and then look at supplement ideas. So vitamin E deficiencies, premature aging, right? So you're looking a lot and you're feeling a lot older than maybe your chronological age. General weakness, irritability, diarrhea, poor skin condition, like your skin is just maybe saggy, or when you kind of go to pull it, it stays in that position instead of having the elasticity to go back. It might look dull or gray, or really, really red and inflamed, brittle hair, and muscle wasting. So vitamin E, we have our vitamin E cream and our vitamin E serum. And if you've used that, you will see how quickly it works for healing. Vitamin E is such a major skin healer internally and externally. So applying it just even around the eyes for crow's feet, soft lines, soft wrinkles, if you have acne or scars that you need to heal quickly. A lot of women will use it on their incisions after a C-section. Really any kind of surgery, vitamin E is a safe serum to use. Ours is completely pure. It's not mixed with anything else. So almonds are a great source of vitamin E, as well as olives, yum, bell peppers, all of the cold pressed plant oils. If you've been with me before, you know that I always recommend getting your oils in a dark glass bottle instead of a clear plastic one. Oils are really susceptible to going rancid through heat, light, and time. So you want to be careful with the source that you're buying. You don't want to be putting rancid oils into your body. Red chili powder and paprika, yum, high in vitamin E, avocados, Kai loves those, sunflower seeds. So there's lots of different options to get your vitamin E into your body. Okay, zinc. Zinc is so, so important for skin. Oh my gosh, it is so important for skin health. So okay, I'll just read the definition here. Sometimes I get a little bit off track in my own brain, but this helps me stick to keeping things nice and flowing, which is why I have these PowerPoints. So a zinc deficiency, zinc is responsible for cell and tissue formation. That's huge. Cell and tissue formation are the backbones of our entire being. So making sure that you have enough zinc in your body is very, very important. Zinc is responsible for taste and smell functions, for wound healing, for HCl manufacturing in the stomach, and skin elasticity. So going back to taste and smell functions, if you aren't sick and you have issues with taste and smell, you might want to consider grabbing a zinc supplement and taking it on a daily basis. I know for a period of time, like a long time ago, my smell wasn't my best sense. And so I did start taking a lot more zinc, and it definitely improved. Wound healing, HCl manufacture in the stomach. This is really, really important, right? Hydrochloric acid is what helps our food break down, and it's integral to our cells being able to uptake the nutrients. If our food isn't broken down into the smallest possible particle, that can create a lot of issues in the stomach, like bloating, IBS eventually, right? Leaky gut, things like that. So you want to make sure that your HCl is good and going and burning kind of like a fire. So zinc will help to kind of stoke that fire. And skin elasticity, of course, that decreases as we age. So getting as many different forms of zinc in from all the different foods is important. So some things you might notice if you are deficient in zinc are white spots on the fingernails. So we used to always think it was calcium, but if you have white spots on your fingernails, it could be linked to a zinc deficiency. So check that out. If you're wearing nail polish, take it off and check out your fingernails if some of these symptoms are speaking to you. So acne, a lot of recurrent acne that just won't go away, frequent bacterial or viral infections, because zinc is integral to your immune system working and functioning well, cuts that heal slowly, a loss of sense of smell and taste, a loss of appetite, and it could be linked to premature hair loss as well. So some great foods that hold quite a high zinc amount in them. I lost my train of thought there. Whole grain flours, organic soybeans or edamame, spinach. Spinach seems to be popping up in every category. I mean, you can't go wrong when you eat your greens. Shrimp, which is great because I'm making a shrimp curry for tonight. Organic cheeses, carrots, sunflower seeds, and organic chicken as well. So zinc is a pretty important vitamin for us. B deficiencies. Okay, vitamin Bs, a lot of us are deficient in this because they are responsible for hundreds of functions in the body. It's really important that we take a B complex, again, because it's water soluble and we're usually always peeing or sweating this vitamin out. So we're not storing it. So if we're not storing it and we're also not supplementing with it, or we have a well-rounded diet of B vitamins, then your body is going to be very depleted in it. Your B vitamins are your stress warrior vitamin as well as your beauty vitamin. So if you are chronically stressed, your body uptakes B to deal with them and hi guys, I don't know what happened there. Just kind of kicked us out. Sorry, Nicole, you just froze on me. I think I may have been kicked off. Yes. Yes, me too. Okay, Sue, can you tell me, do you remember on my end, we left off on B vitamins. I just want to make sure I don't want to miss anything for our video. Do you remember if we were at B vitamins? Just gonna wait for Sue to let me know. Yes, we're at B vitamins. Okay, amazing. Let's get into sharing that screen again then. Awesome. Share, okay. So B vitamins. Yes, we were just talking that they are essential for pretty much everything in your body. So making sure that you have enough of them in your body is very, very important. It's critical importance for your metabolism, again, your nervous system, which we talked about, vital organs, eyes, muscles, skin, and hair. One telltale sign that you are deficient in B vitamins, and I'll never forget this because I learned it in school, nutrition school, sorry, and it just stuck. because I was saying before, with a lot of vitamins, a lot of deficiency symptoms can overlap. So it's confusing to know necessarily what you're deficient in. But with these, if the corners of your mouth are consistently cracking or you're getting mouth sores, that is linked to a B deficiency. So that is a good telltale sign. Other things are general fatigue, right? Because B is one of the vitamins in with your metabolism, and your metabolism gives you energy. Constant migraine or headaches, anemia, right? So low iron, depression, constipation, loss of appetite, abdominal pain, numbness and tingling in your arms. That's another sign that's kind of easy to link to this vitamin. Hair loss and eczema. So these foods, B vitamins, you're going to find in a lot of nuts and seeds and a lot of eggs. So organic, of course, eggs, a lot of like whole grain based products, and of course, leafy greens again. Oatmeal. Oatmeal is actually really great. It has so much of everything. It has a good amount of iron, a good amount of Bs, fiber. It keeps you full. Oatmeal is a good food. Kai loves it. I make him banana bread oatmeal in the morning sometimes. I throw everything in the Instapot, and it's so easy. And my house literally smells like banana bread, so I love it. And then lastly on here, I think lastly, is vitamin C. Vitamin C is another integral vitamin for healthy skin. In seniors, you'll see a lot of bruising that doesn't go away. Like their bruises, I know with my grandma, her bruises will stick around a lot longer. Their body is not uptaking vitamin C as easily as it did when they were younger. And they're probably not supplementing with a good kind of vitamin C as well. So if you don't have enough vitamin C in your body, you'll notice that your bruises will stick around a lot longer. Vitamin C is also an antioxidant. Antioxidants fight free radicals and free radical stress. Free radicals accelerate the aging process in our body. So vitamin C is a good thing to take. There are lots of different forms of vitamin C. So again, when buying them, first of all, make sure you're going to a health food store. Do not get Jameson or some other crappy brand off the shelf of Shoppers. I say that because again, in school, we did an experiment, and we had like kind of the Shoppers, no-name brands, or Jameson, some Swiss brand, I don't remember, like Swiss Naturals or something maybe, and two other really reputable brands from the health food store. And we dropped each supplement in a glass of water because it was supposed to disintegrate into your body. And the lower end never did. It just stayed rock hard. So they were tablets. So it's like you think it's cheaper, but you're really just throwing your money down the drain. So invest in really good supplements if you're going to take them, because you're taking them for a reason, right? As well, tablets are harder for you to break down unless they're the ones that are sublingual. So they go under your tongue and they dissolve. Tablets are generally harder for the body to break down. So I will opt for a liquid, a powder, or a capsule. And again, when you are looking at the ingredients on the back, look at the non-medicinal ingredients as well, because that list should be very short. You don't want a lot of fillers and like crap ingredients in there that your body doesn't need. Okay, so vitamin C deficiency, some signs of that are easy bruising, swollen gums, bleeding gums, slow wound healing, right? Because vitamin C is repairing, it's antioxidant, it's healing, it's restoring, gingivitis. So a lot of things in the mouth, dry and splitting hair, dry red spots on the skin, and rough, dry, scaly skin. So again, some of these things could overlap into other vitamin deficiency categories. But if you have some gum stuff going on, you might want to consider vitamin C. So foods that are rich in vitamin C: broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, so like the brassica food group, kale as well, green and red peppers, spinach, cabbage, again, leafy greens. Sweet potatoes are very high in vitamin C, tomatoes, and squashes. So an overview, we've got vitamin C, we've got vitamin B, vitamin E, we've got zinc, biotin specifically, and vitamin A. So these are some of the very important nutrients for your skin. I think I will cover in another webinar the macronutrients. So these are more like the micro ones. We'll go over just the macro, like protein, carbs, and fats that are good for your skin. But in general, if you're eating a well-rounded diet, it's not going to be perfect. It's totally okay to throw in the good stuff that you like sometimes, but remembering that hydration is of utmost importance. Herbal teas are always great to throw in there. And just eating a variety of different foods for the season is really what's going to do your body best. Okay, that's it. This is a little bit of a shorter one, but don't want to overwhelm you. Sometimes it can be a lot of information. So I will pop this up on YouTube this afternoon and come up with a calendar, our February calendar for our wellness webinars. Thank you for joining, Sue. It's always a pleasure to have you on here. Would you recommend a marine or bovine collagen? Okay, so yeah, with collagen, it's hard. I was vegetarian for probably 2 decades until I got pregnant. And I'm saying that because we have a collagen and it is bovine based, because all the research that I had done, I really wanted to have a marine collagen, but it doesn't seem that your body uptakes the collagen in the same way as a bovine based one does. So I would opt for a bovine based collagen from a reputable source, an organic one. And again, when you're buying your collagens, make sure that they also have vitamin C, a source of vitamin C with the collagen, because synergistically, again, vitamin C and collagen help each other to uptake and work the best that they can in your body. So I would recommend a bovine-based one. The marine ones are just, probably going to take a little bit longer for you to see any results. I mean, marine in general, it's going to give you a lot of other amazing things, healthy fats, a lot of vitamins, very nutrient dense. But collagen specifically, I would go for bovine. Okay, that's great. Thanks, guys. Stay cozy. A lot of snow is on the way. Grab a tea, grab a coffee, grab a book, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Bye.